Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Biafrans and every indigenous nation in that Islamic state of Nigeria. You're welcome to this channel where we'll give you back-to-back update on what is happening in the Islamic state of Nigeria. The Biafra Republic government in exile have been organizing the Middlebet people, charging them with words, with ammunition, to be sincere with you. Because it has come to the state where they have to defend themselves. If not that, they will be totally cleansed from their land. We all know it, and we've said it before previously on this channel. A lot of things is going on behind the scenes you don't know about. We won't like to give you much information about that, but I will again leave you with a video right now of this tragedy that befell this pastor of one of the Middlebet people, and I will come back and give you more updates.
So I am Reverend Yakubu Muton. I am a pastor with the Church of Christ in Nations. But this is my village. This is Mayanga. Mayanga is in Bokos local government, Plateau State of Nigeria. What really happened here is not only in this village that we're affected by this crisis. We're affected by more than 11 villages, which Mayanga happens to be one. And in these villages, it is the same method of attack that was conducted. It's the killing, the maiming of people, slaughtering them, and burning of their houses and their foodstuffs and properties. So by now, by the record we have already collected, we have over 150 people that are killed in one day. That is on the 24th.
Over 150 people were killed on the 24th of December. There's another attack that took place on the 26th, 29th, and 30th of December as well. And January 2nd, 3rd, 5th, another attack took place recently again.
December. That is, the Christmas was just not a Christmas to us, like to celebrate. It was a mourning Christmas because of what happened to us. As you could see, I'm standing here. This is my house in my village, and I lost everything that was in the house, both foodstuff, clothing, and whatever. It was a furnished house, but it is burnt. And even the church that is by my side was burnt, and the pastorium is burnt. Everything about us here in this village is confused. As you could see, that everything is destroyed. But we thank God that some of us are alive. And at the cost of this, like me now, I lost 7 of my brothers.
Did you just hear that? He said he lost 7 of his relatives just in one night. You can imagine that.
At the cost of this crisis.
One thing that I showed on my picture there is about this governor of the state enabling jihadists. And he is standing there comfortable, and a Nigerian army officer is also with him there. The Ondo state and Ogun state is being bombarded by these Herdsmen. They call them Herdsmen. It has started, they say they are overwhelmed, and villagers are now fleeing the villages right now. This is the thing that is happening, and the world keeps not responding to the call to disintegrate Nigeria. Because the only disintegration of Nigeria is what that will make peace and order to reign in that region called Islamic State of Nigeria. One funny thing and one thing you always see in an Islamic state, because the level of corruption will be so high, this draws to the story of this lady, Betty Edu. 585 million fraud allegation against me is baseless. She's telling the public that it is baseless. The Minister of Humanitarian Services, Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Betty Edu, has described the fraud allegation against her as baseless and an allegation attempt by the mischief makers to undermine the ministry effort in fighting corruption. This, if you could remember last year, immediately after the general election, I don't have it on this channel, but there was a video that went viral of this woman giving some government officials United States dollars in envelope for lunch. The woman was like, this is just for lunch. Wow, see what Madame gave us just for lunch. This video is on the internet. You can go check it out. This is the woman. Now she's now the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. Tell me what kind of poverty alleviation is she going to alleviate? She bribed her way into there. Surely she wants to get a return on investment. That is what she's doing. And you people are now opening your mouth, complaining about her corruption. Of course, she wants to get back her money she paid those people, get her money she used to buy her way into those offices. She wants to get it back. So this is the corrupt nature of the Islamic ministries or ministers that they are doing and impoverishing the people. I can remember last year, one of the women that occupied the same position, Faridat, something like that, Faridat, she was also involved in a lot of allegation and a lot of corrupt practices. But she will never be prosecuted because she was working for the Fůlańi government. She was in charge, and till today they are still saying EFCC invited her to come down to the office, but she's not responding. She doesn't respond because she's being backed up by the Fůlańi government. And there's nothing you and I can do except we keep advocating for proper service or accountability from our leaders, except to take the responsibility to call the world power to order, and we have to take the responsibility of telling it is enough, enough is enough. We can't keep going like this, except that we are just in a mirage. I'm going to show you a video, or rather, a write-up I did about this assault, not just an assault, a terrorist jihad movement done by the Islamic State against the Westerners now. These are the people in Ogun State. This thing happened, and the elderly statement of the Westerners are running about going to put their mouth in things that is not his business. The man called Olusegun Obasanjo, the first democratic president of the Islamic State of Nigeria, is going around, going to go and meet Onaneze to talk about the insecurity in the eastern part. Meanwhile, his own part is on fire, to tell you how lost he is and how no vision he is. The man, I remember when he was the president, he sold out all the refineries to private owners. It was the Musa Yaradua that came and collected the license back from the private people. This was the same man that had a farm in Ota, that he was using the government resources to pay his workers that are working for him in a private farm. And whenever the farm product is used, the money is not going to the government, it's going to his own private account. He was using the government money to pay his own private laborers. You can see how unjust this man called Olusegun Obasanjo is, and he's going around asking for peace in the southeast, a region that was peaceful but need independence. In this note, I'll close the curtain right now. Thank you for listening.